Good.
Hey, it's Raj from EQ Music, and we are here with Louis the Child. Hello, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Fantastic. How are you doing?
Good. Nice to see some fellow Americans in the house today.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So how was your set on the stage today?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. Very hot, but tons of energy, and definitely cool to play in Hyde Park. Like that was a really cool moment for us to be playing here.
Fantastic.
And also just being in London is great too.
Oh yeah.
We're new to it, and just I don't know. It's a lot of fun to be able to go and see the world. You know what I mean?
Fantastic. How's it been so far, touring around and visiting all the new places? And
It's been awesome. You get to we get to travel to a lot of different places and kind of see different cultures and see, it's interesting to see how different crowds react to different songs, different music, and definitely when you come out to Europe, people respond to a lot more like different things than in the States. Like we came out here a couple months ago and played with Porter Robinson and Madian, and there were certain songs that we would play would like go off in the States, and people in the States love them, and then we'd play them here and people are like and I'm like, oh shit, like maybe that like wasn't a big song out here or something. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see like what songs, what music really pops here versus like in the States, or how crowds react differently to certain songs. It's cool.
Fantastic. Congratulations on Love's Alive, just released not too long ago.
Yeah, thank you.
I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that track in your own words.
Yeah, it's just we worked on it with Elohim. She has a lot of she works on the production, she works on the singing, she writes, she does a lot of what am I looking for here?
She puts a lot into her art and cares a lot about what she does, and it's really cool to work with someone who really cares about everything that they're doing as an artist. And it was really like a very natural songwriting process with her, and like a really cool song to come out of just meeting a person, just that day. It was like first met her and we wrote the song, and it's like it's a natural like feel good song, and I don't know, I love it. I'm happy people are starting to enjoy it, and hope people enjoy it more in the future.
Fantastic. I'm a big Icona Pop fan, so you can imagine my joy when you guys released Weekend. What was it like working with the girls on that one?
I made that beat on a cruise with my family, and then I brought it into a session with a bunch of our friends, and Icona Pop ended up coming, and I played them the song, and they were like, "Oh, let's do something with this." And then one of the people sitting next to them was just like, "I have the idea." And then he just had it, and like he said the chorus. He had the idea for the chorus.
Yeah.
And he just, it's cool when things happen so fast. With a writing session, just like watching someone go like listen once to a song and say play that again, and be like, here's like a full chorus. That's all. It's cool to get to that level as a writer, and it's cool to work towards getting there, and just because you love it. If you love something, I feel like it becomes easy, to do, because it's just, you're not doing it for any outside reasons. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that song in itself kind of pushes that. That's kind of our message with like Louis the Child. But that song definitely is just like, have fun, like do what you love, and
every day should be like the weekend, shouldn't
Exactly.
it?
Why can't you shoot every day like it's a
Exactly.
weekend? Have fun.
We don't have to be constrained in Monday through Fridays.
Right. It's your life. You choose what you do in your life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's your life. It's now or never.
Everything around you is built by like what you want and what you put into the world.
YOLO.
YOLO. Yeah.
Now you guys come from Chicago. In my opinion, Chicago is definitely an overlooked city in terms of dance music, but house music it sort of starts there and sort of spread out. What's it like being musicians in Chicago? And, slightly away from New York and California, but how has Chicago influenced your sound?
It's great. I think we have a lot of other upcoming artists that we're really good friends with. Like there's a really like good community there of artists who care about each other, and look out for one another. Like being all from Chicago, we're good friends with all the people in kind of Chance the Rapper's crew, all the Save Money guys, like Tokyo we're super tight with, Joey Perp, our buddies Weethan and Autograph and Lighthouse and Win and Woo are all like, it's a really supportive community of people, and it's cool that you know, I think Chicago, you know, it hasn't had a lot of like big artists coming out of it until just recently. You know, Kanye came out of there, Common came out of there, Fall Out Boy, but it's cool to have sort of this new wave of artists all pushing really, you know, different music and kind of pushing a different sort of way of being an artist, and all coming from Chicago, and everyone's super supportive. Like it's a really great community to be a part of.
And also, I think in addition to that, the biggest thing for me was just the scene of music that is constantly coming through Chicago.
Definitely.
Being like, especially Lollapalooza, being a kid and going to Lollapalooza. I went 7 years as a kid. 7 years of my life I went to Lollapalooza every year, and it was like the biggest thing I looked forward to, and it inspired me to like start making music, because I saw Rusko in 2008, and I just, all that early dubstep got me into a lot of producing. But I think these days it doesn't matter as much where you're from, because we have the internet, and because you can be inspired by some Chinese melodies and Japanese melodies, and then African melodies, and then Italian melodies, all in the same 10 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you'd have to have someone play it for you, or travel there to see the authentic melodies, or listen to the rhythms, you know. I think that's the most incredible thing about music right now, and about the internet, and just the future of music, you know. And especially with, you know, kids can make anything on a laptop now. You can download plugins and sound packs, the same sound packs that the pop producers are using. You can find them on the internet, and, you know, and start today, you know what I mean? But Chicago, Lollapalooza for me was like the main thing, and just the community of people there, you know.
Amazing, guys. Well, thank you so much for what you do, and thanks for chatting with us today. We appreciate the electronicness you're putting into your music. It's our favorite genre, and glad that you're helping flying the flag. So thank you very much.
Thanks for
guys.
hanging with us.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Nice meeting you guys.
Oh.